Hello everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful time. Today we are just taking the assumption about the resumption of Federal Skills Worker Program in July, and because the time has just came and there is a possibility, so we will see what will be different in 2021 from 2020. And today we will discuss the assumption that Federal Skills Worker Program draw will resume in July like the previous year. What will be different this time? What will be the initial scores? How much the scores will drop during 2021? And we try to create the opportunity that might be lost in ignorance. So stay with me. But before that, just the recap of 2020. The first Federal Skills Worker Program draw held on 8 July. After the suspension from March, the draws will resume on 8 July 2020. In the first draw on 8 July, 3,900 candidates were invited. 478 were the CRS ranking. CRS decline was 478 to 468 in 11 draws from July to December. And I predict the same on 17th July. You have seen that proof in the previous video, and you can see it again here, that this is the video on 17th of July, and I told that the score will decline below 470. And this is the thing, when numbers are good, it's a good news. So what are the numbers telling us in 2021 when we compare them from 2020? And we will move forward. Now this is the very important slide. Just look at this. This is on 6th of July 2020. This is the score. From these profiles, 3,900 candidates had been selected, and cutoff was 478, like in this range. Now this is the situation here. You can see the number of profiles increased. Now 360, 778 to 360 is approximately more than double. And from 652 to 2018, that is more than 3 times. More than 300%, yes. 483 is approximately 300%. 481 to 490, there were 1,600 candidates, and now there are 3,449 candidates. So again, you can see this is more than double. And 471 to 480, from 4,500 to 9,400, it is again more than double. This area remains not, there is not much difference. It is less than 50% scale. So if the scores come below to 470, then there is a chance. But let us move forward and see what happened on 6th of July. Remember the score? The score was 478. There were 3,900 candidates. What happened? These candidates have been selected from this profile. So you can see 360, 652, 483, 1,600. And from this 4,561 candidates, score ranging from 471 to 480, only 805 candidates had been selected. So on the higher side, the score remains at 478. This is the scenario. And now we do the same thing for the present table. And now you can see this. You have the mathematical abilities. You can calculate it again. From 3,500 candidates, approximately only 1,000 candidates will pass. So that means 2,500 candidates will remain in the pool, and with scores 480 plus. So that is the reason I told you that if there will be the Federal Skills Worker Program resumption in 2021, the initial scores will be 480, and that is the most lenient prediction I can make. This is the most lenient draw. In my previous video, I tell you that the realistic projection is 485. So if we assume that on the lenient side, okay, if continuous draws of 5,000 candidates per draw will take place, then the minimum CRS might decline from 472 to 470. It might go further because there on 13th of February 2021, the Canadian government made a huge draw inviting 27,000 candidates with a CEC, and the score was 75. So we might see there is a draw if we assume. So let's assume very positively because when you are free to assume, then you can assume anything. So if federal skills worker program will resume, and if there is a draw like February 13th, the scores might dip forward. These predictions are based on data analysis, just remember that. So now people from 470 to below 470, 450 and 460 might be thinking that what they are doing actually. So there is nothing to worry about actually if federal skills worker program has been altered. Like this is the other theory, that federal skills worker program draw might be altered, and if this is the scenario, then you see that CRS might not be the only factor to receive an ITA, and you can have your NOC may be the deciding factor in case of the targeted occupational draws. Like that there is a need and a high demand of a certain job areas, like for example the health and health workers, doctors, paramedical staff, computer operators, Android program developers, especially the service areas. So we might having a specific targeted NOC based draws, which might see the much lower CRS for specific jobs, and there are more PNP streams or programs to be introduced. Like we know that the government is aimed to reduce the burden on Ontario, and Ontario is basically just on the other side. It's just become very populated, and now the other provinces like Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, they have some very urgent demand of some specific, their geography based, their culture based jobs, which might pop up, and there will be more PNP streams or programs to be introduced. And there is a complete video, and just another thing, that this alteration or modification which I and some people are expecting, then it actually makes express entry much easier with value addition of experience and job nature. Like presently, it has nothing to do with your personality, it has nothing to do with your experience. If you have a certain age, no matter how how important you do how important your work is, you all are just equal. But if there is an alteration, there might be a value addition based, and importantly you can find the probable modification. There is a video, I will post the link in the description, please do watch it, and let us hope for the best. And the next video, it is also very important. Like I've been saying this, that the PNP is the other option which you guys has to check, you guys have to explore. And Saskatchewan just had the highest ranking score draw of 2021, and it shows how some of the intelligent candidates has been opted for the easiest PNP and get rewarded. Now there are certain people who jumped from express entry to Saskatchewan, and when you watch the video you will see the proof that why I am saying this, that Saskatchewan just made a record of 2021 and the highest draw, which is the score of 82, and there is a complete analysis of 2021 draws and what makes SINP different from other PNPs, and why I say that you should go for it and you should opt for it while being waiting for the Federal Skills Worker Program draw. I hope that the next video will help you. So just subscribe and wait for the next video. Please share your feedback. I accept and I love your criticism. I love your feedback, your appreciation, everything. The aim of these video is to warn you beforehand, like when it happened and there will be a news, you can't do about it, you can't do anything about it. What you will see, that there are some very sad faces like thumbnails and so on, and high CRS scores, then actually you are the party who has suffered. So I hope that these videos will encourage you to opt for the other options as well to get your ITA. And just wait for the next video, and I will see you in the next video. But before that, there's a very important thought of the day. Life is about accepting the challenges along the way. Choose to keep moving forward and savoring the journey. Like you are moving on a challenging path, things are not happening, but you have to move forward. To move forward, you have to look and find your way. In order to get to your objective and get to your goal. So I hope this will help you. I will see you in the next video, and goodbye.